So guys, welcome back to another video. Today we're going to be talking about this man, Jamie Vardy, a guy who, when I come up against him, he seems to be the most clinical player on the game, so I had to pick him up myself and try him out. But before we get into things, have you tried Jamie Vardy? If you have, let me know how he was for you in the comments below, and also, if you could leave a like on the video, that would be pretty awesome too. And of course, if you're new around here, make sure you hit that subscribe button. Right then, Jamie Vardy for me scored 9 times in 6 games, and in that time, he also got 2 assists, so not a bad record at all. All his games were in Weekend League as well. If you saw my Weekend League squad builder on Saturday, you'll know that I normally have Gabriel Jesus up front, but I just wanted to change, so I thought I'd throw in Jamie Vardy instead. And as you can see, he's come out with a pretty solid record in a short amount of time. In-game stats wise, there's a lot to like. The 83 finishing is a particular standout, along with the 85 shot power. I don't think we need to talk about his pace too much because, you know, it's Jamie Vardy. We know he's rapid, and in-game, yes, he's pretty quick. The 92 aggression is something that I want to point out because I think it's a pretty useful stat. In-game, he's one of them players who just seem hungry for the ball. And he's also one of them players who, you know, when you run at a defender, the defender will tackle you, you've been dispossessed, but then Jamie Vardy is one of them players who will react quickly and then he'll win that ball back immediately. And you'll see what I mean in the upcoming clips because, to be honest, I don't think I've explained that too well. Vardy unfortunately only has a 3-star weak foot, which is a bit of a shame. However, his left foot didn't seem that bad to me when taking off power shots. It was only really with finesses that his left foot seemed to let him down. And obviously I do have to point out that sadly, keep saying sadly, he does only have 3-star skills as well, but well, luckily he excels in other areas. He's got high work rates too, which is actually something I like on a striker this year. It keeps players on their toes, moving up and down the field, and luckily Jamie Vardy's got good stamina to be up and down the field for most of the game. So let's move into the in-game clips, and straight away in FUT Champs, Vardy was making a positive impact for me. He's got this great habit of scoring early, and he's also got this even better habit of, when he does score, he soon grabs a second a few moments later, and you'll see that in the upcoming clips. He does, however, have a bad habit though, and that is that freaking mannequin celebration. It is so annoying, even when you're doing it yourself. It's just habit of holding the A button to do the signature move, and oh wow, that is an annoying celebration, especially when you're getting scored on by Jamie Vardy. Anyway, I did find him to be pretty much the perfect counter-attack player. He's always waiting on the shoulder of a defender, ready and waiting for that through ball. And when he breaks, he is not easy to stop. When on the ball, however, he wasn't particularly amazing. His dribbling and ball control aren't bad, but they're just not as high level as other strikers of a similar rating. He just didn't seem as easy to manoeuvre as other striker options. When it came to shooting and scoring goals, however, this is where Vardy excels, and that's what you want in your attackers. I will point out though, he's one of them players who love to hit the post, but he's one of them players who love to hit the post and it still goes in. He's got 63 passing on his card, which seems to be quite off-putting to some. However, I didn't really have any issues with his passing. I mean, don't get me wrong, he's no Iniesta, but his short passing is good enough for those quick 1-2s, and that's pretty much all I want with my striker, to be honest. Now, I don't normally talk about defending when reviewing attackers, however, Vardy actually does his fair share of the dirty work. The high work rates get him tracking back, and that's helpful in a game where it's pretty hard to defend. Physically, I was pretty impressed with him, to be honest, especially the strength. He's got 68 strength, and let's be honest, that's not that high, but he battles so much. It's probably down to the aggression being so high, and he's just not as easily shoved off the ball as I thought he would be. And to be honest, he can be a nightmare for defenders to dispossess of the ball, because when Vardy loses the ball, he'll do his best to win it back, and on some occasions, he'll succeed. I just want to revisit his shooting before we get into the summary, as I missed a few things out. Firstly, heading, it was okay, nothing special. He's not really a player that you want to be crossing in the air too. And also long shots, he's not the best at those either. He's a counter-attack player who is lethal in the box. He's one of them players who is going to finish most chances, but he's also going to score some just ugly, scrappy goals. But hey, they all count. So in summary, I loved him. He's my kind of player, and I would go as far to say he's probably the best striker you can buy within the 20k price range. I don't feel he has like a particular standout negative, although the 3-star weak foot, obviously not ideal, and I'd like him to have better skills, and I'd also like him to be better on the ball, but the most important thing is he is a goal scorer. He scores goals and he wins games, and that's what I want from my striker. So is he worth picking up? Yes, definitely, and I highly recommend doing so. Anyway guys, those are my thoughts on the 81 rated Jamie Vardy card. If you have enjoyed this player review, please remember to leave a like on it, comment below if you've used this card and how he was for you. But apart from that guys, thanks for watching, and as always, I'll catch you in the next one.